Test, test, test. All right, I can hear my mic.
Hello.
Maybe? Did that go through? I don't know. Normally I get here a little bit earlier to test all the headsets and audio and everything, but it's early, and I like sleep, so I didn't get here as early as I normally do. That is a very short cord. Yeah, that'll do.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, that is so loud. I'm not entirely sure why I had gain on that, but I did. Like that echo? That's pretty neat. Now, let me bump that down a little bit. Hope you guys are having a good morning. It's a little chilly outside. Not too bad. It's Jake's birthday today. Happy birthday to Jacob. Alright, now I just gotta see if this other headset will connect for my man in the booth. Caleb's gonna be doing the harvest game this evening or this morning. That's gonna be a hard habit to break. Now this headset is dead. Well, wonder if he has his AirPods and if I can just use those. Alright, we still got another. It says 12 minutes on the clock. I guess they didn't actually fix up. Let me get this back in the main frame. Alright, I will return. you still hear it?
Yeah.
So can you hear Elijah's mic too, this one?
Yeah.
Good morning, and welcome to Slippery Rock Baptist Gymnasium for our Rock Invitational Tournament. We appreciate the Huskies coming, the other teams I'm sure will be here soon. We look forward to a good tournament. An important weekend in our history right now, right? Between now and we're going to do a little bit more than that right after lunch. We're going to do some things, maybe a little bit patriotic, just to add to it because of the election on Tuesday. Much prayer needs to go up for that. But I thank you. If you'll join me in standing, we're going to open our tournament with a word of prayer, and we'll get this match started. Lord, we thank you for the day that you blessed us with. We thank you for these young ladies, and Lord, as I'm sure their season's winding down, maybe just that, and for the seniors, I pray, Lord, they have a great tournament. And Father, I pray that you reward them for the efforts that they've displayed this year, the hard work that's went into practices and games, and maybe playing through injuries, all those things that you would bless them for today. But Lord, I pray that this tournament would honor you today. I pray that our attitudes would be in what you would have them to be. And Lord, I just pray that it would be a great time of competition, but also fellowship, Father, for us, and that in these trying days in our country. And Father, even now praying for our election, we pray that, Lord, your will be done in that. Lord, I pray again for safety today, pray for the officials, the coaches, and all the players. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, that's the opening ceremony. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Rock Invitational here in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. We have our first matchup this evening, a Harvest Huskies, or that's going to be a hard habit to break, saying morning rather than evening. But this morning we have our first game. The Harvest Huskies from Natrona Heights playing against the home team, the Slippery Rock Panthers, the hosting team. Panthers will be in the royal blue on our right, and the Huskies in the navy blue and white on our left. Going with a double referee setup. Lou looks like she's going to be on the far side, down on the floor to make sure all the players are in their row. We've got 2 line judges. Laura Hone being on the Huskies side, Jacob Good being on the near side. It's Jacob's birthday. Happy birthday, Jacob. Today he turns 45. I don't actually know. Do you know how old Jake is?
18.
You gotta talk into the mic down here.
18.
All right, Jake is now canonically 18 years old.
I think.
Happy birthday. Hopefully we won't run into any technical difficulties throughout the tournament, but I'm sure there are many to come in this story tonight, this morning, today, throughout until tomorrow. But it looks like both teams are ready to get the first service of the tournament underway. Number 14, Princia Gressley here, the senior, to slap this one up. First service is up and over. Cassandra's receiving that one, finding Armour back, dumps this one off, going off of Stevens to the back line. Barkley able to find Stevens once more, but not able to get that one past the netting. Panthers take the first point of the tournament, and we have a 1-0 game. Julie on the top of the service, up and over from the back line. Gressley able to get that one forward. Set goes up into the air. Here's Black there with the tip past the block from past Armour. Katrina with the receiving. Armour back into the back line, and Martha there to slap that one up at the cross. Gressley from the back line finding its way forward. Olivia Morielli able to get that one back line, and that one slapped over by Goldstrup. Armour finding its way over to Monica. Slapped this one to the back line. Out of bounds, untouched, and we had a tie ball game, 1 apiece. We're playing to 25. My notes say nothing about a cap, but I'm assuming we're capping this best of 3 match at 27, if it comes to that. Substitution coming in, Alexis Flores, number 8, having to take off the necklace. No jewelry, no earrings, no jewelry, hard jewelry of any type. Timeout by the referee to get this one rolling. Each team is only allowed 1 timeout here to keep the flow of the tournament going. They get 1 timeout per game, so at the most we have 6 timeouts in a series. Do I have the rules set with me? I don't think I do. I was going to make a graphic with the schedule, but I didn't get the schedule till this morning, so everything I'm learning about the tournament is going to be alongside with you. I do not have the rule set for the tournament. It is not in the pamphlet I was handed. I only have the roster. And that's about it. We do have 1 game every hour and a half. So here in the first... Which paper is it on? This one? No. This one? There's a game every hour and a half. Match 1 being the one that we're witnessing now. Match 2 being against between Heritage Patriots and the Meadville Thunder. And then we take a break for lunch. And then match 3 starts up at 12:30. Slippery Rock versus Meadville. Match 4 at 2 o'clock. Heritage versus Harvest. Round 3 going into match 5 and 6. 3:30 and 5 o'clock start times there. We'll figure that out later on throughout the event. Service up and over 5 floors. Katrina finding its way to Armour. Thrown near side. Monica there setting that one past the netting. Diving play by Stevens returns to the Panthers side. Katrina able to find its way to Elisa Cassandra there with a nice slap up and over. Goes off the arms of Black and out of bounds. Substitution is called. Morielli comes back into the fray in spot of Alexis on the back line. And the Panthers are up 2-1. Here's Cami Coleman with the service. Snaps that one up and over. Gressley there with a nice diving play. Gets it back to the Panther paint. Martha able to find Elisa. Thrown over to Martha once again. Slaps this one up and across to the back line. Kept alive by Morielli. Dumped off by Black. Kept alive by Juliana. Dumped off by Elisa. Gressley there with the first touch. Barkley able to send this one back into the fray. Slap comes up. Not able to make that one over was Cameron Stevens with the attack. And the Panthers will go up 3-1. And wow, are we close to the heaters. Oh, it's so warm in here. Cami Coleman, they're sending this one up and over. Gressley from the back line, able to find its way forward. Barkley throws this one far side. Cameron there with a nice tip up and across the netting. Kept alive by Monica. Elisa there with it up off diving play by Gressley. Not able to find the hand of Goldstrom there on the back far side. And that will be a forfeited point to the Panthers side. 4-1 the current score. 3 points of difference here in game number 1. Coleman there sending this one up and over, back near side, diving play by Morielli, not able to get underneath it in time, and the Panthers tally another one. Cami Coleman with another service, sending this one up and over. Black there returning out to the Panthers side. Coleman from the back line finds Armour. Armour near side set over to Bonica, sends this one over. Stevens with the first touch. Barkley there with that secondary, throws this one down the middle and sent over by Black. Juliana finding Elisa, throws far side. Martha with the attack, gets that one to the back line, kept alive by Goldstrom. Barkley there sending it into the middle. Black there with the attack, hits the netting and does not pass go. The camera angle seems a little off. I'm a little bit farther away from neutral zone as I'd like to be. So whoever is the guest team during these matches will have more of the benefit of the camera angle. Gressley able to find its way over to Barkley, and that'll be dumped off to the Panthers side. Armour sends out one far. Martha there with an attack. Diving play by Gressley. Gets that one over to Stevens, sent over. Coleman with a diving play, finds Armour. Gets that one near side. Monica there, sending it to the back line. Kept alive by Goldstrom. And no one there for that secondary touch. Stevens going after it, but she's a tad too late. Panthers up 7-1. Coleman there with the send up and across. Back near side, Morielli finds it to the setter, dumped off by Barkley. Armour diving after that one, getting a hand on it was Morielli. Finalization, not able to make it across by Stevens. And the Panthers will pick up their 8th tally of game 1. Coleman there sending this one up and across from the back line. Gressley getting a hand on that one, finding its way to Goldstrom, and then finalizing by Black. Monica to Elisa sends far side. Martha there with the slap up and across. Gressley with the receiving touch. Barkley able to find his way far side. Stevens there with the attack. As that one past the block goes off. Katrina and underneath the netting, being beamed out of bounds. Huskies pick up their 2nd point here in game 1 of this best of 3 series. Black there sending this one up and across. Goes off Katrina in the back line, finding Martha. Throws this one far side. Monica being the finalizer there. Diving play by Gressley. Gets that one to Stevens. Stevens there with the immediate attack. Goes off Coleman's arm and out of bounds. The Huskies bringing this one back 3-8. Now the score 5 points is the difference. Throws by Black into the back line. Coleman there with the first touch. Gets it towards the netting. Dumped off by Elisa, and she'll find free real estate across that netting and will pick up the 9th tally for the Panthers. Day 1 is a round robin. This is just for the seeding for tomorrow's double elimination bracket. So, even if you lose all your games today, you still have a shot at making the millions tomorrow. Panthers from that service pick up their 10th tally and extend the lead differential to 7. Lisa there with the underarm. Able to get that one up and never goes off Gressley. Black looking for the second touch, goes off Cameron and out of bounds. And so the Panthers will tally up their 11th. We'll play on. Elisa Armour here with the service. Sends up and over. Gressley with the first touch. Barkley able to send this one far side. Goldstrom looking for the pound. Able to find it down the main street. And we'll clap that one in for a total sum of 4. Stevens there with that service. Monica able to find his way to Katrina. Back set over to Martha. Slaps this one up off the block. Looks like Goldstrom looks for the dump off, but Barkley wants that one more. And they kind of collide, and neither of them get that one over the netting. Panthers pick up point number 12 here in the first game of the tournament. Monica service up and over. Juliana finding his way to Katrina. Sent back near side. Juliana there with the slap up and over. Off the block of Goldstrom. Gressley with the return. Juliana to Katrina. Not able to dump it past the netting, and that one is forfeited to the Husky side. Panthers lead 12-5. Leah Barkley there with that service. Goes off Martha. Back to the Huskies side. Goes off Katrina. Into the netting. Martha into the netting once again. Then Katrina not able to dig that one out of the gutters. And so the point differential is now 6. Barkley there with that service to the back line. Elisa gets a touch on that one. Secondary by Juliana back into the fray. Katrina there with that finalizer in the front row. Barkley able to find his way. Morielli up into the air. Goldstrom up against the netting. Tough spot. And the fourth touch is made, being ruled a Panther point. 13-6 now the score. Panthers lead. Martha there sending this one up and over. Near side, out of bounds. Madison Goldstrom, number 3 on the Huskies side, served up the 7-13 game. Sent up and over, down square into the middle. Coleman finding Katrina, backline. Coleman here with the backline attack, able to get that one past the netting. From the backline, Barkley able to find his way over to Goldstrom into the front line. Black there with the back set over top the netting. Cassandra there returning that favor. Morielli able to find its way. Black there back setting over to Gressley with a left-handed attack. Not able to get that one mustered across the netting, and the Panthers will pick up point number 14. 7 points is the difference. Katrina Eisler, number 22 on the Panthers side, to serve this one up. Katrina there beaming that one up and across, goes off Gressley into the front line. Morielli back over far side. Black with an attack, and she'll score. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Maybe a Red Bull. It gives you wings. It's not a sponsorship. Or maybe it will be one day. 6 points the difference. Gressley there with the service. Diving play by Martha, able to get that one to the armor, and that one's just enough to get that one across. Morielli into the middle. Black with the attack. Gets that one off of Toth. Release it to the back line. Katrina there with a snapper. Gets that one up and across. Goldstrom defending that one to Morielli. Gets that one far side. Stevens there with the hit. Not able to... all right, I'll give her style points for that one. I mean, I would have gave her more if she just, gave out a nice swag at the end of it. But, it is what it is. 7 points of difference. Panthers in the lead, 15-8. Toth service received by Goldstrom, dumped off by Armour, and returned by Black. Black on the ball tonight. This morning. It's still morning. There's no sun in this building. I can't. Time is irrelevant. I believe that's Kendra Robb coming on in the spot of Cameron Stevens to play that front line. Panthers are in the lead by 6. 15-9 the score here in Game 1 in this best-of-3 series. Alexis coming onto the back line in the spot of Morielli. Serve this one up. Alexis there with that service, going up and over. Cassandra able to find Elisa, back over to Cassandra, far side attack coming out of the gate, off of Alexis and out of bounds. Being very close, wanting to let off the gas on that one, but it is all gas and no brakes. So Morielli coming back out to play the back line in the spot of Alexis. And we have a 7-point differential once again. Coleman there with the service, getting it up and over, goes off Black, return to the Panthers side. Monica able to find his way to Elisa, sent up and over, dumped off by Black. Toth able to find Armour, dumped off to the navy blue paint. Goes off Barkley, hits the top of the netting, and does not pass go, unfortunately. And so the Panthers will pick up point number 17. Coleman there with the attack. Whenever it's that close to the netting, it's not really service. It's meant for an attack. That one missing far side. And so the Huskies are now at 10. There with the service, number 4, Black. Emily there serving that one up, getting off Toth into the front line. Elisa back into the fray. Toth from the back line able to send that one to the Huskies side. Goes off Gressley. Barkley throws this one far side. Slap comes up and over by Goldstrom, and she'll score, making their total sum at 11. Black there with the service, up and over, goes off Monica, able to find Armour, back into the fray. Slap comes over from the far side, defended by Gressley, able to find Barkley, throwing far side. Rob there with the attack, not able to hit that one off the palm. It looks like it might have been the forearm, and that's a rough one. Panthers now extend the lead, 18-11. back to a 7-point differential. Service by Armour, able to get that one down the middle, goes off of Morielli, able to find his way Barclay, back line. Morielli there with the bump up and across. And no Panther there, ready for that one, kind of in between all 6 of them, and none of them take the initiative and will forfeit that point. 12-8 now the score. Huskies advance in the race here today. Service up and over by Kendra. Rob goes off Martha, able to find Katrina. Throws back line. Coleman there with the attack, getting that one up and over. Rob getting a hand on that one, able to find Barclay, thrown over far side. Goldstrom there with the attack, gets that one to the Panther paint, kept the line by Toth. Katrina throws this one far side. Martha there with the attack, up and over, goes past the block of Goldstrom and will find the inside of the boundaries. Service by Armour, making this one up and over. Goldstrom able to find Barclay, throws this one down the middle. Slap comes up, but not able to get that one past the netting. And as it meets that, it will fall to the ground for a Panther point. Some of the Panthers on the sidelines trying to get hyped, Izzy being the one on the right and Ellie on the left. We have an 8-point differential. Panthers lead. Service by Monica, able to send it up and over. Return by Emily to the back line. Monica able to find Katrina. Throws this one near side. Top there with the attack. It's on past the block, but Gressley there with a nice diving play. Goes off Barclay, clearing the netting. Staying in bounds. Martha getting the first. Katrina with that secondary down the middle. Elisa there sending that one up and over. Emily Black forward. Barclay with the dump off. Diving play by Todd finds Katrina. Throws that one backside, but in over the netting. Gressley playing that one, finding Barclay back over the far side. Gressley there with the attack. It's the top portion of the netting, and the 4th touch is made by Madison Goldstrom. Panthers now in the lead, 21-12. Service by Monica Depew. Getting a hand on that one. Nice return by Morielli. Finds the Panthers defense sleeping and not quite ready for that. Huskies now at 13. Leah Barclay there sending it up and over. Armour able to find Katrina set up far side. And Martha not quite the trajectory. She wasn't in the spot she wanted to be. I use caveman word. Why use complex word when small word do good? Service up and over by Barclay from the back line. Monica able to find Katrina. Throws this one near side. Toth there with a slap up into the far side corner. Kept alive by Emily. Hits the ceiling. Gressley not able to adapt to that one in time. And so the Panthers will pick up point number 22. We're playing the 25. And I assume there is a cap. Service up and over by Martha off Gressley. Able to find its way to Morielli. Throws far side. Princia there getting out to the back line of the Panther side. Called out of bounds by Jacob Good. What is that noise?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Oh, here, see.
Princia getting that one over to Morielli, able to find his way over the Goldstrom. Sends up and across. Coleman able to find Katrina. Thrown back down the middle. Slap comes over by Toth. Able to find its way through just about every wicket it possibly could. And the Panthers will claim their 24th point of game 1. 10 points of difference. Match point Panthers. Slap comes up and over. From the back line, Barclay able to find its way to Morielli. Throws this one down the middle. Goldstrom there with the attack. It was off the block. Kept alive by Martha. DeSanger there with that secondary. Will clear the netting. Morielli throws this one down the middle. Goldstrom with the attack. Hits the netting, and that one comes back down for the double touch. We're going to call the 4, and that will be the end of game number 1. Panthers lead the series 1-0, and they will finish off game number 1 with a 25-14 score. So we'll take a 3-minute intermission, and we'll be right back here shortly. Alrighty, both teams starting to get set. Referees making sure everyone's in their rotation and ready to go. Huskies serving up first last game. So here in game number 2, the Panthers will be the ones serving it up first. Juliana Toth, the one with the ball, able to send this one up and over. Barclay getting that one forward. Morielli looking for the double up, able to find it, but Monica ready for that one as it meets her teeth. Monica there with the attack up and across, goes off of Stevens and out of bounds. Panthers picking up the first point here in game 2. I'm sure as the day goes on, more and more people will start to funnel in, and the crowd will probably get more amped as the day goes on. Hopefully. That's my hope anyway. Juliana with a nice service, getting that one up and over. Black there with the finishing touch, finds Katrina on the Panthers side. Armour able to throw this one far side. Cassandra there with a slap up and across. Barclay with a nice defensive touch over to Stevens from the back line, able to find Black on the front. Armour to the far side. Cassandra there with the attack. I think that one could have possibly been shanked off the thumb bone, you know, the one that's connected to the stomach bone. I didn't do very well in anatomy, in case you haven't noticed. We're looking at a 1-0 score. Panthers tied up with the Huskies. Princia Gressley there with that service. Goes off of Monica, able to find Elisa, thrown back to near side. And that'll clear the netting. Morielli throws this one far side. Stevens there with the attack, getting that one up and over from the back line. Juliana able to find its way to Elisa. Backline attack from Katrina. Slaps this one to the next week. Kept alive by Gressley, able to find Morielli on the front. And then Goldstrom with a backline attack clears the netting. Katrina finds Armour. Throws this one near side. Monica there with a nice attack, getting off of 2 hands. And final touch, not able to make that one over off of Gressley. Good defensive try, but nonetheless, the Panthers will pick up point number 2 on that third service. I'm sorry if my camera works a little shaky. I haven't done this in a little while. Service by Cassandra, kept alive by Stevens. Thrown front side. Goes off Morielli, across the netting. Juliana able to find Elisa, throws this one far side. Martha there with a nice attack, but Black sending it back up and over, but is indeed out of bounds. Nice block, and not quite the ricochet she was hoping for. Panthers now lead 3-1. Cassandra there sending this one up and over. Goldstrom able to throw it across the netting, goes off of Elisa, goes off the arm of Stevens, and then Black with the clearance. Morielli throws this one far side. Stevens gets that one over. Martha able to find Elisa, dumped off. Kept alive by Morielli. Princia able to get that to the back line, and Goldstrom there with the finishing touch. Juliana here able to get that one to Armour. Throws this one near side. Slap comes across by Monica Depew. Out of bounds is the ultimate judgment from Laura Hone on the far side. And so we have a 1-point differential. Morielli there serving this one up, just clearing the netting. Nice play, returning that one by Martha. Goes off Stevens, Barclay into the middle. Emily Black getting that one past the netting, goes past the block of Elisa. Martha able to find Elisa, then Monica finishing that one off. Stevens on the far side looks for the attack, gets that one past the block, diving play by Coleman, throws it into the crowd, or into her own team bench, and it will be a tie ball game with 3 apiece. Service by Morielli, not quite able to meet the netting, and it will fall short. I need to wake up. I'm stumbling over my words. It's not something that's unusual, but I'm trying to pick it up. Stevens there with a nice attack, goes off Katrina and down to the floorboards. Huskies pick up a little momentum, tying this one back up at 4 apiece. Service by Emily, getting it up and over, goes off Martha into the middle. Katrina there getting out on far side. Monica there with the slap up in the cross, gets that one to the back line. Returned by Emily Black into the Panthers' paint. Toth able to find Katrina, throws this one near side. Monica there with the dump off, able to get that one past Goldstrom and down to the floor, past Barclay's dive. And the Panthers will reclaim their lead here in game 2. Service by Monica, up and over from the back far corner. Goes off Princia. Barclay there with a nice stump off. Katrina there throwing this one near side. Juliana Toth there with that slap up in the cross. Goes off Emily back to the Panthers side. Martha able to get that one towards the netting. Katrina not able to dig that one back out of the gutter, and it will fall short off of the arms of I believe that was Juliana. We have a tie ball game at 5s. Cameron Stevens here with the service. Sends this one up and over. Goes off Elisa, finding Katrina, gets that one far side. Martha there with the attack. Gets that one past the block of Goldstrom. Return, but Morielli hits that one square into the candy cane, also known as the antenna, whichever you'd like to call it. I like the more fun term. But that will be deemed out of bounds. Panthers now up 6-5. Service up and over by Martha Depew. Goes off of Black forward to Barclay, able to find Princier off to the far side. Katrina there finding this one near side. Top there with the attack. It's on past the block. Barclay able to get that one forward. Goldstrom far side over to Princier. Tip that one past the netting. Top able to find Katrina. Throws this one backside to Cassandra. Slaps this one up and across and goes off the defenseman Cameron Stevens and into the backfield. Panthers now up 7-5. Here's the service by Martha Depew, getting that one up and over block, getting Barclay, and that one is over and inbounds, if you can believe that. Leah Barclay here to serve the 1-point difference. Getting that one up and over down into the back line, kept alive by Armour. Katrina able to find this one back line. Coleman there with the attack from the back. Princey able to find his way forward. Goldstrom here with the attack, getting that one up and over. Coleman on the back line. Going to call Katrina in the netting, and so it will be a Husky point. Service up and over by Barclay, kept alive by Elisa, finding Katrina, throws this one near side, slap comes over by Cassandra, goes off the tip. Stevens able to find Morielli, goes over to Gressler. Gressler there with the attack, goes with a knuckleball. Set goes far side, Cassandra with the attack, goes off of Stevens and out of bounds. Panthers now take back that lead, 8-7.
I'm not messing up, you're messing up.
Katrina there sending it up and over, goes off the defense. Barclay sending it back to the Panthers side, and Elisa there to return that favor. Morielli into the middle. Goldstrom with a nice attack, and she'll find the paint, the rubber, whatever you want to call the flooring, the floorboards. Even though, it's not really wood. It's more concrete and rubber. Perhaps silicone. I'm not entirely sure what the floor is made out of. Either way, game's tied up at 8. Service by Goldstrom up and over from the back line. Coleman able to find his way to Cassandra. Throws this one into the middle where Martha will meet that. And she will not be able to get that one past the netting. And we have a Husky lead, 9-8. Madison Goldstrom there with that service, getting it up and over. Cassandra throwing this one into the middle. Armour able to find his way back to Martha. Slapped up and across. Princey able to throw this one back into the middle. Slap goes far side from Barclay to Princey. Once again, diving play by Martha keeps it alive. And Armour there finishing it off from the back line, getting a hand on that one. Barclay not able to get that one to a teammate as she was called off at the last second. A little bit of panic ensued there, and that might have been the cause of that effect. Service by Toth down the middle. Goes off Stevens to the setter. Morielli finding his way to Emily. Emily Black there sending it to the Panthers side. Martha able to find his way to Elisa, throwing near side, but Monica will slap that one over near side. Nice diving play by Goldstrom. Finds a dump off by Black. And Panthers with a nice defensive play. Monica there with a nice touch to get that one over the netting, but Jacob calling that one out of bounds, and it is indeed so. Huskies now lead by 1, 10-9. Presley there sending it up and over. Cassandra getting a touch on that one. Tipped over by Elisa. Morielli able to find his way over Stevens. Slaps that one to the back line. Out of bounds is the judgment. And so we have a tie ball game once again at 10s. Cassandra there sending this one up and over down the middle. Goes off Goldstrom into the netting. No one there for that secondary touch. And so the Panthers will take back the lead. Double substitution. Number 11, Aaliyah Robb on for Morielli, and then Kendra will play in the spot of Stevens. Sandra there sending this one up and over from the back line. Gressler able to find its way forward. Aaliyah diving for that one, not able to get underneath it in time, and that one falls short. Panthers take that point and pocket it for a total sum of 12. Xander here serving this one up, getting that one down the middle, goes off Goldstrom, able to find this one forward. Aaliyah able to throw this one down the backside, where Emily Black will slap it up and across, being deemed out of bounds. Panthers pick up point number 13. Cassandra there with a nice service. Goldstrom with the return. Finding Martha. Throwing across the net, almost across the netting. But a nice return by Monica. Elisa there with the dump off. Diving play by Goldstrom, not able to get there in time. And the Panthers will pick up tally number 14 with a 4-point differential to their lead. Sandra here serving this one up. Goes off of Presley, throwing back to the Panthers side. Kept alive by Toth. Nice dump off by Armour, finding Goldstrom. Into the middle, slapped up and over. Nice diving play by Juliana to send it back to the Husky side of things. And it looks like the defense not quite ready for that one, as the Panthers will pick up tally number 15. Sandra here serving this one up and over from backline. Goldstrom finds its way to Kendra, thrown across the netting, kept alive by Martha to Elisa. Set goes near side. Martha there up against the net. Nice serve, or nice spike getting that one up and over. Martha there with the first touch. Elisa with that secondary, and the finalization by Monica gets that one across. Goldstrom able to find its way. Aaliyah over to Kendra. Slap comes up and over. Cassandra with a diving play keeps it alive. Top of the secondary. And finished off by Elisa. Diving play by Barclay. Not able to get underneath that one in time. And the Panthers will tally it up to 16. Timeout by the Harvest Huskies. We got a 10-16 game in our hands and 1 minute to burn. I still have it. Just turn it back. No. Go back. Go back. I didn't change that yet. I need some amount of energy. I'm going to die by the end of today.
Yikes. Shove one of these up your nose. Pass out, shove another one up.
Yeah, that's what they're made for.
I can smell it from here.
I'm awake now.
Keep that way.
Oh my gosh. That's stronger than your room. Ugh. 16-10, Panthers in the lead. If you're just joining us, Panthers took the first series, 25-14. Oh, that is strong. Panthers leading the series. We're playing a best of 3, so if they take... Oh my gosh, it is so strong.
I can smell it.
I can smell it. On the bright side, I won't fall asleep. Kendra getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah thrown to the back line. Princia there with that finalization. Gets out to the Panthers side. Monica able to find his way to Elisa back over to Monica. Slaps this one over the netting. Finds the paint. And will send that one packing past the block of Emily Black. Panthers now lead 18-10. Service by Cassandra into the back line. Gressley gets that one towards the netting. Aaliyah there able to find his way back over to Black. That'll send this one over with the set. Katrina able to find Elisa. Do we need to tighten the netting? What happened there? I don't know. She physically morphed the netting to fit her will. And gets that one passed with some sort of black magic. Cassandra there sending this one up and over. Goes off Barclay. Near side. Aaliyah able to find his way to Gressley. And a nice dig out from the gutters to the Panther side. Nice dump off by Armour, finding Aaliyah. Finalizer by Goldstrom. Cassandra there with the first. Elisa there with that far side set. Goes up, but not over. Good defense by Emily Block, but an even better dig by Martha DeQ. Gressley there to Katrina. Martha with that attack, getting that one up and over. Goldstrom getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah throwing this one to the Panthers' crease. Slapped over by Elisa. Goes off the hand of Goldstrom, and the Panthers will take home that point. As I was saying before that series of events, if the Panthers take home this game, that will be the end of the series, and we'll move on to the next one, which will not be played until 10:30. Sandra there with that service. Up and over. Goes off Gressley. Near side to Aaliyah. Bumped down into the middle. Goes past Black, and Kendra there with a nice send-off. Elisa back over to Martha. Slaps this one off the tip of Black. Goldstrom able to find Gressley. Thrown far side. Black there with the finishing touch. Goes off Martha. Cassandra with the receiving touch. And Monica there with the finalizer. Gressley gets that one over to Aaliyah. Back set goes outside and out of bounds. Panthers trying to get fired up. And the Huskies will take a substitution. Looks like Morielli's going to come back on in spot of Aaliyah Robb. And we have a 10-21 situation on our hands. Panthers leading. Exchanger there serving this one up and over. Gressley getting a hand on that one. Secondary by Barkley will clear the netting. Martha getting a touch on that one. Not the one she wanted. Elisa with the secondary. And then Exchanger from the back line not able to get that one past. And so the Huskies will have a spark of life here. 11-21. 10-point differential. You didn't want to do the math. Did it for you.
Thanks.
So the Huskies looking for a spark. Arielli, they're sending this one up and over. Nice clean up against the netting. Release it over to Monica. Sends this one up and over. Gressley getting that hand over to Black. And then Kendra not able to get that solid foothold on that one. Not looking for the tip, but rather the hammering. Substitution will be called. It looks like Ellie Hendricks making her debut here in the Rock Invitational. Playing the front line in spot of Katrina Eisler. And Katrina will be sent for 2 minutes in the box. Lisa, they're sending this one up and over. Black getting that one forward. Dumped off by, I believe that was Barclay. Hendricks able to find his way to Monica from the back line. Morielli gets a hand on that one. Barclay throws this one into the middle where Black will slap this one up and over. Goes off. Monica back to the Husky side, but Black there returning that favor. Goes off. 3 Panthers. And the 4th touch is made. And the Huskies will pick up the 12th point. Emily Black, all gas, no brakes here tonight. All offense out there on that front line. Keeping the differential to 10 at the end of that sequence. Black there with the service from the back line. Toth able to find his way to Martha. Throws this one into the middle, or far side rather, and Monica there with a nice send-off. Goldstrom over to the Panthers side. Ellie getting called off by Martha, I believe, and that was too little too late. As the Huskies pick up point number 13. Service by Emily Black to the back line. Goes off Coleman. Coleman didn't quite see Lisa in time as she panics as she thought she might have been the last one back. Emily Black here with the service. Number 4 in the Huskies whites. Serving this one up and over from the back line. Goes off Coleman. Diving after that one. Toth getting a hand on it, but not able to get that one back into the play. We have a 7-point differential. Panthers lead 22-15. Did I do that math right? Yeah, it's 7 points. Emily there sending this one up and over. Goes off. Monica thrown back by Goldstrom. Monica receives that one. Hendricks throws this one far side. Martha there with the sprint. Able to get that one up and over the netting. Black from the back line finds its way to Barclay. Up into the air. Goldstrom there with the bump up and across. Coleman from the back line looks for Ellie, able to throw this one far side, slapped it up, goes past. I don't know quite how that worked out, but Goldstrom there with a nice block, a foot away from the netting, hits the inside elbow, and back to the Panther side, goes off Martha underneath the netting. And I haven't seen anything quite as bizarre as that in all of my years of casting. Emily Black's service, not quite up to snuff, and so the Panthers will pick up point number 23.
Like I've been saying my whole Rocket League career, you can never come back dramatically if you're never down.
True. Kendra with a nice return. Ellie back over to Toth. Slapped up and across from the back line. Looks like Kendra getting a touch on that one. Gressley over that secondary, and the finalizer being by Morielli finds the Panthers side. Toth able to find Hendricks throwing far side. Martha there with a nice attack. Able to get that one past the block of Goldstrom. Kendra getting a touch as well, but ultimately is unreturned. Panthers now looking at series points. Service by Monica Depew, sending this one up and over from the back line. Nice diving play by Black. Finds its way to Goldstrom. Sent up and across the netting. Martha able to find Ellie. Back over to Martha. Martha far side attack able to get past Goldstrom. Kendra with the return. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is out of bounds. Panthers take home game number 1 of this Rock Invitational here in Slippery Rock. Game 2 going 25-16. Game 1, I believe, was 25-14. And the Panthers will take the series with a total sum of 2. And so we'll move into, I guess, an intermission. I don't know what to do here because we have a handsome amount of time until the next game. We've got about an hour. Let me just consult the schedule. Next match is at 10:30, Meadville versus Heritage. And then we'll take like another 2 hours until Slippery Rock plays again. The Slippery Rock's next match is against Meadville at 12:30, and Harvest will be playing Heritage at 2 o'clock. If either of those are your home crowd, those are your times to remember. Harvest at 2 and the Panthers at 12:30. So, thank you for tuning in. I'm Gabriel Eisler, here accompanied with Caleb Eisler, and hopefully we'll see you in the next broadcast. It's red.
The workout.
I have it a little bit higher than usual. I've almost bashed my head off of it a few times.
got your game fuel ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it today. Well, next game's not till 10:30. We take an hour and a half between each game start. Then after that, we don't play till like 12:30.